What's the word, Big Bird?
Ain't much, can't call it.
Not there, not dollar.
75 cents after taxes.
Yes, sir.
Welcome,
Yes, sir.
everybody. Court Culture, where basketball meets raw and unfiltered conversation. I'm here with our guest, Damien. Got G over here.
Yes, sir.
I'm K. So I want to dive straight really into it. Congratulations. Las Vegas Aces, they did bring home a chip. It's going to be their third chip.
I know.
Asia Wilson, 4-time MVP.
I wasn't too much of a fan. You know, I was rooting for Phoenix. So.
And to make matters even worse, the player that actually injured Nafisa Collier the other day actually injured herself not so long ago, went out injury in like the second half or second quarter. So
Someone say karma.
yeah, I was thinking that possible karma.
Well,
But
congratulations to Asia Wilson. She didn't win.
yeah,
She did win Finals MVP, right? I'm assuming.
Finals MVP as
I mean,
well.
She had like 32 points in the game 3. So phenomenal job.
I mean,
my hat off to her, legend, Hall of Fame,
dominance.
First ballot for sure.
Shooting over couples, it's crazy. I'm trying to tell you,
What you think about that, Damien?
Man, it's great to see. 4 MVPs is crazy, let alone 3 championships. So anytime we got the chance to do a 3-peat, it's something special. And she's still so young, so she gonna definitely win a couple more for the Aces. And
You think Bam giving her some plays or something? I mean, they play the same position, right?
I don't think they play the same position.
She's a guard, right? She's like a guard, but the way she plays the paint pause.
She definitely can post up pretty well. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that shot she made over. I mean, she made it over. What was that? Bonner and AT. It was a good shot, honestly. Over 2 people. That's a good shot. That's something that you definitely see Bam do. He does that post up and he does do that little shot. So they probably practice it together. Who knows? Possibly.
Congrats to her, though.
Congrats to her, definitely. But I want to kind of like move on a little bit. I heard a little bit about that Allen Iverson, that little interview he shared with Stephen A.
Yeah, I did see that. Well, I did see. I've been following Allen Iverson for a while now, ever since he retired. I would say because I didn't get to see him play that much. But you got to see that interview with Stephen A.
Damn.
So apparently he stated that he would have loved to have played with Shaq back in the day, and I'm just curious. A lot of what ifs. Y'all thinking if Shaq, AI, what would have happened if they would have kind of ran it?
Shit, Shaq and AI. I mean, that's a good conversation to have. I think it would have ruined it though for Kobe. I think some of us would agree that it would have ruined it for Kobe and his legacy, and maybe took away 1 or 2 of those rings. But I mean, I would have loved to see an AI with a Shaq. What you think about that?
It's kind of hard because when you take 2 players and 2 players that are so dominant in their positions, it's really hard to see how when you switch out a Kobe that was young and up and coming, not really knowing what it was he brought to a team just yet, and you put in an alpha and an Allen Iverson. Some say he's the best player all the time, or if not, the most influential. So when you put that with a Shaq, both height of their careers, think about the 0-1 championship. If you were to put AI on that team, I don't know if AI and Shaq can coexist together. That's like it's a very sticky situation. It worked out with Shaq and Kobe for the first couple of years because Kobe was still learning so much. The minute that you put someone that's already essentially battle tested in AI, you're not guaranteed to get the same result.
I can see that. That's actually a good take. That's a good argument. Because with Kobe, he could kind of like mold himself pause into what Shaq is doing.
Exactly.
With AI, he was developed. It was his team, and you would have possibly seen a little bit of clashing going on there. Probably more so than you did with Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. It would just be some curiosity, see some post pick and pop, pick and roll. Possibly, I wouldn't say pick and pop, but pick and roll for sure would be pretty interesting with AI, especially how explosive he was. I mean, also too, don't forget at one point he did lead the Sixers in 2001 Finals, where he actually did battle Shaq at that time. So.
Oh yeah, you talking about when he went to the finals?
Yeah, back in 2001.
Yeah, he actually, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's too happy about going to the finals. I saw a clip about AI being actually upset about that finals run because he wished he would have never made it if he wasn't gonna win it. Was his take. So hey, that's his personal opinion. I think I saw Jeff Teague in their podcast. I heard him say we actually reward AI for bringing such a team to the finals like that. Even though they lost, he still had a hell of a run.
Yeah, it was they were stacked on the Lakers for sure. Lakers had a set team. Obviously, Kobe and Shaq, ideally, they're 2 dynamic duo for sure. But I don't think he really had that extra person to really match that dynamic duo. And honestly, I don't think anyone was matching up with Shaquille O'Neal back in the day.
Nah.
Dude was like 300 plus pounds, over 7 foot. Like that's that's an animal in its own nature
Top
right
three
there.
big man to ever play the game. Shaquille O'Neal.
Top three.
Top three big
Top
men.
three.
Easy.
All right. All right. So real quick, I don't know. A lot of preseason games rolling in right now. We talked a little about last week. Gonna bring it in again because we still obviously in the preseason. Minnesota, how y'all feeling right now with Anthony Edwards and like the whole MVP?
No. First off, we gotta stop comparing him to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had 9 solid seasons that he gave us, whatever it was, whether it was 9 or 10. And he didn't bullshit around and give us one bullshit season. He didn't come in the league and come in poor. He came in kind of like LeBron did, or LeBron, I should say, came in kind of like Michael Jordan did, straight off the bat, and winning championships. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Edwards is like in his sixth season.
I want to say this is fourth or fifth.
I think it's like fourth
Yeah,
or fifth. I'm not
by
mistaken.
this time, Michael Jordan won a few scoring titles, probably a few rings. He probably even went back to back, if I'm not mistaken, by this time. If he got 5 years in the league.
I don't know. I like Anthony Edwards, but I kind of think I seen something the other day. We was talking about, I was watching some film on him, and he seemed a little inconsistent. Honestly, he was playing that game the other day against the Pacers. It was a pretty close game. Honestly, I think they won by one. They lost actually by 1 point. And the crazy thing is that the whole time I saw Anthony Edwards shooting, I think he may have gone 6 for 15, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, that's also the game that I think Pacers came back from a 20
Yeah.
deficit.
Yeah, so I mean, I know I get it, preseason and all that, but I mean, if you in the game and
In
and
the game, you give it 20
yeah,
minutes, I need at least 25.
exactly. So I don't know. I'm not really
What you
like
think, Brian?
rocking with it.
What you think about this whole MVP talk with Anthony Edwards, with all the legacies and all the players that we got in the league today?
Yeah.
You think he's competing?
I feel like he's definitely competing for MVP. But when you're a youngin in the league, when you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the league, development is key. But I think what also goes hand in hand with that is cohesiveness with your team.
Right.
He's had a lot of change in his team through a 4 to 5 year career that normally you don't see for young players.
All right, I'll let you.
That is true, though.
Yeah.
That is true. Hey,
He's had a little change. I mean, Rudy Gobert, and then he also did have Julius Randle recently went over. He had Cap previously before that,
Right.
and he did also talk about he had a good little chemistry with him after he left. It bummed him out. So I give him that. But you in the NBA, bro, shit's always work. It's always adjusting. You gotta learn how to adjust.
That's true.
I mean, if we really want to boil down to it, if it was Kobe, because everybody got to talk about it. But if it was Kobe, he adjusted.
He adjusted, yeah. That's a fact.
You just gotta adjust.
He got coked up Lamar Odom.
Yeah, but how long did it take Kobe after that Shaq era to then switch back and go when it
No, it took him like a good 3-4 seasons for sure.
went from 03 to 09? That's 6 seasons.
Yeah, 6 seasons. Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're right.
I'll
Might
get.
have won an MVP in between there, right? All those All-Star
Maybe it's
appearances
bonus
for sure.
But my main question though is he MVP? Like I get it, yeah, he's still young, but you mentioned Jordan. I mentioned Kobe, obviously great players, but this is someone that he's obviously been compared to. Is he MVP type? Like I don't see it. I don't see MVP type.
Anthony Edwards is not MVP caliber just yet.
He'll be in the
mentioned
category,
it's the
but
consistency. It's just the
yeah.
consistency.
And I thought I saw it too. Like I don't really ever see him get hot until he really starts really dunking on somebody. Outside of that, he's not really ISO. All right, let me just pop a 3 up on you, and all right, we good to go. Like I got to see him dunk on someone first.
Do you feel like someone that has never won an MVP can be a face of the NBA? Because there's a lot of talk about who's going to essentially take the mantle. Was it Tatum before injury? Is it
Yeah, I
Anthony Edwards?
actually love that question.
None of them players won MVP.
No.
You don't hear Jokic, Giannis, players that have won MVP
That's
being
true.
the face.
That's true.
So can someone that's never won an MVP be the face?
That's a great question, man. I don't.
But that's the other question. Really is like who the face is. I don't think we really know who that face is
It's
going to
for
be
LeBron.
as long as you still exactly.
It's
That's
for
what my point was
LeBron,
going to say. As long as you still got a KD, a Steph, and a LeBron in the league, there really isn't a who the face is going to be. If LeBron retires tomorrow, for example, they're going to go on to the next person.
To the next one.
Maybe Steph Curry, maybe KD. Who knows? If they decide to retire, they gonna need someone. So yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. MVP, like if they would be the face or not. But I mean, SGA, he won MVP. Is he
Yeah,
considered
so
is he considered the face?
qualified.
That's a good-
He's more
good point.
qualified to be the face, the next face of the league. If we're talking about after Kevin Durant.
But then
and
we
Steph
talked
Curry.
about it not too long ago with SGA. I mean, if he's even going to win MVP again.
Yep, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I like that. I was thinking that when you was responding, when you were essentially Speaking on how even though Ant has had some change throughout his career with his team, with his players around him, it's still a job. He should still be able to find some sort of success even with that change.
Yeah, I mean, you the franchise player. We already know that you're the franchise player, and this isn't to say that he sucks or anything like that. I mean, the boy can hoop. He's a baller for sure. But if you that guy and you know that you that guy, then we need to see more from you. Don't complain no more. Turn Rudy Gobert into someone that's an animal. I mean, Rudy Gobert is 7 foot. This man's a gentle giant. What's up with that? You defensive player, that's cool and all, but dude, you 7 foot. Dunk that bitch in. Like, let's get some points up on the board. There's no reason that man can easily get a double every night.
Rudy Gobert soft, bro.
Exactly, the gentle
It's
giant.
soft.
So I don't understand. I just want to see more from him. I mean, MVP, I don't think it's likely right now unless they happen to have some type of hot start to the season, and I want to see it now. But going down by 20 in the preseason, I get that. But as a leader, I don't want to get my ass busted. Fuck out of here. Pause.
No, that's true.
That's not about to happen. So like, you got to be like, yo guys, like turn this shit up. Like, even if it's preseason, like bring that energy to them so that way they can bring that energy come season too. At least I hope. I hope on that. But I mean, energy, all these preseason games going on. Did y'all see your boy Victor Oladipo?
Yeah, I did. He had some highlights there. I saw he almost hit his head in the backboard trying to catch Addy.
Bro is
saw that?
I
hooping,
seen that. There was a dunk. Where I
hooping
thought his knees was
over there on the long Lions against the Clippers. They lost, but I mean, 24 points. Shit.
That boy was that was a combine workout for him. He's trying to get re-signed.
Hey, I was actually glad to see it. I'm glad that he's on the team. It's nice to see him on the team. I mean, he's on the team, but you know who ain't on the team? Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, yo.
What's up with that? How is it that a guy like Victor Oladipo could be on the team? Granted, I know he's in the CBA, Chinese Basketball Association, but how is he on that team and Westbrook can't? What's going on with that?
I think his ego allowed him to go out there and get a second bag. You know, I think he put his ego aside and he was like, yo, I'm gonna go where I'm celebrated. What's the saying? Don't go where you tolerate it, go where you celebrate it. And I think that's what he did. He took his talents overseas. But as far as Victor Oladipo or Russell Westbrook, first off, Russell Westbrook would have to say yes to playing the bench, and as long as he's okay with that, we could do this comparison. And I would go with a Victor Oladipo right now because he's younger, in my opinion. I know Russell Westbrook has all these stats, 500 points away, but he's also 500 days away from retiring. So yeah,
Yo, damn. I mean, it's a good point. It's valid for sure, but yeah, I'm taking Victor over Westbrook for sure. I mean, Westbrook is a dynamic talent. He's scoring champion, triple double king for sure when it comes to the season over season. Back with OKC, but if I'm picking someone, I'm very surprised they haven't been looking at Victor Oladipo and saying, "Yo, like
that's
we
a
want
good
him."
role player. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised they haven't picked him either.
Matter of fact,
Victor Oladipo, bro. I think I seen his stats. I pulled up his stats. In comparison to Russell Westbrook, I mean, you could do a side by side. I think they played 10 games, all career against each other. Russell averaged like 23 points.
yeah, but of those 10 games, how many of them did Victor actually win though? Unfortunately.
Well, he lost. I think he went 2 for 8, so he lost 8 out of them. Yeah. But in one of those games, Victor Oladipo gave Russell Westbrook, a ton of breaks, balls. He scored. I think he dropped 35 on him.
Ooh.
35 on him. I think Russell had 19 that game.
I mean, to be honest with you, if Victor Oladipo could stay healthy, like given all his injuries he's had before, if he could stay healthy versus the Westbrook now, if we're talking about a now type of player, Victor for sure.
I'm a fan of Victor. We actually didn't get to see him play to his full potential.
No, he had too many injuries.
Yeah.
Just when he started to give the Heat a problem, and when he went to the West and played with OKC, just when he would start to really like break through, whether it was in the playoffs, regular season, started to have a lot of injuries. Great talent though, one of the best like what ifs, especially when he was with Orlando. Like with Orlando, he was
He was started there. Yeah, he was hooping over there.
Would you pick him right now for a role player for an eighth spot
Or you
on
taking
any roster?
I wouldn't take him over Westbrook. I only say that because of what Westbrook showed me last season with the Nuggets. Westbrook actually showed me when Jamal Murray got injured.
That's last season though. He ain't doing nothing right now. He's sitting he opted not to want to be on the team no more because he wasn't going to unfortunately be in rotation.
The
But
team's off contracts is my question. I think it's situational too. Like I don't think Victor Oladipo on every team would get 24 points against the Clippers. Like I don't think you could put Victor Oladipo on any team and just expect 24.
yeah, but one could argue that he'd probably be able to hold the ball better than Westbrook would. How many turnovers does Westbrook cause that may cause the other team to get more points?
In a game like today where they're actually maximizing those turnover points.
Exactly. You can't have
looking at
that.
Then you got to look at the injuries that Oladipo has. Oladipo.
Correct, but this is why we going based off more like a coming off the bench.
Yeah, and more
We know-
off of more on the fact of like taking into consideration his injuries.
Yeah.
And saying that we're gonna manage his minutes in accordance to that. So that's the downside versus a Russell Westbrook who can probably still give you 35 minutes in the game.
Probably. He still got injuries too, technically.
No, but he
just
can
not
still
as
he'll
bad.
go out there and die on that court if he has to.
Yeah, well, that's a
I'm gonna
fact.
take the brother that's gonna die on the court.
That's
I
fair.
don't wish it to die on the court, but just knowing that, I feel bad to have him. You feel me?
Shit, speaking of the brother that just almost died on the court, what's going on with your C's, man?
The Celtics?
Big
Yeah.
Big
Celtics.
Celtics did they thing last game. That's preseason though.
It's preseason.
But I saw something there, man. I saw
You
those role
Baby
players.
Lillard?
Huh?
You saw Baby Lillard?
Who?
Nah.
Yeah, I see Baby Lillard.
What's his
Who's
name?
Baby Lillard?
What's his-
Anthony Simons.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When Anthony Simons was actually with Portland, and I used to play with him in 2K, that boy was hooping like, and he also did win a dunk competition as well. So I'm not gonna lie. When I almost forgot they picked him up. That is solid. That is a solid pickup, but I don't know if it's enough. Unfortunately,
Nah, probably.
you know that's the thing.
I've seen some things. They had their role players out there.
Yeah.
I've seen some things. You know,
I like Peyton Pritchard. Man.
Jason Tatum talking about. I ain't even know this, but apparently Jason Tatum went straight into surgery right when he got injured that same night.
That same night, yeah.
That's it. Like it was like a doctor he called and was like, "Yeah, I got an
You know
opening."
who it was? It was the same doctor that dealt with KD's Achilles. And the doctor said when you have an Achilles tear, it's the quicker you get it done, the better.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
He got it quick. He got it done quickly. I don't know why, but I thought you was about to say something that had to do with P Diddy, not
Nah.
KD.
Lord
That
have
was-
mercy.
that was-
I mean, that's efficient. I mean, you getting that paid that contract, so you better damn near have a doctor on standby. Fuck yeah.
I mean, that was all the medical team, but it was
Yeah, but let's think about the medical team. How
would've-
many other players
I would have
probably
dragged my feet. I would have been like, we could wait till next week.
put it this? Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
Dragging your feet, nigga. It's just not even moving, nigga.
Tyrese Halliburton had the same injury. Did he have surgery the same day? Did he have the ability? Did he call up KD's doctor?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think he wanted to stay in. Excuse me. I think he wanted to stay in for that, to watch that playoff to see if they would have won.
Championship.
It was kind of different. I mean, Jason Tatum gave up on his team. Like, you know, he just kind of said, y'all figure that out. I'm out. Halliburton wanted to stay there and watch his team hoop and stuff and see if they could still get to the next round. Oh, excuse me, win. Because he got hurt in the final.
Imagine how that man probably felt when he was over there laid up and came out of surgery and shit and found out Miles Turner was no longer on his team.
Yeah,
I would be pissed.
that was
I guess it's a good thing he didn't do surgery quick, but damn.
To the Bucks. That's a rival.
I'm curious.
Facts.
I'm curious to see if Indiana would be the same again. Preseason, they are right, but obviously we saw that come back with Minnesota. But I'm curious to see what they do in the regular season without.
I like the Celtics right now, and that's me saying that as a Knicks fan. They look solid. Because honestly, everyone thought, me included for sure, that when Jason Tatum went out, that was donezo. Honestly, I didn't even think they was gonna be able to support it. And then they got rid of
Al Horford.
Then they got rid of Kristaps Porzingis. So I was like, damn, they cleaning the house out this motherfucker. So I was honestly very, very surprised. But they doing some things. Like they role players are stepping up. Peyton Pritchard, I mentioned, he's definitely stepping it up. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in the starting role, if he gets like most improved player maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, if he gets a job right now in the starting role, I think he dropped 20 plus last game.
Yeah, like, and I knew he could hoop coming off the bench, which is dangerous because when bench players can do that, that's like an up and coming starter
One
basically.
of them white boys caught a poster.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but one of them caught a crazy post.
Yeah, one of them. I think it's like the 12th man on the roster or something.
They definitely got an unlimited amount of talent out there. I see that. Y'all see all these no names flying around and they just hooping.
Derek White just had like 11 rebounds against the Cavs.
Derek White is different. I don't.
Yeah,
He's like a. I don't even know what to call him. He's like a shooter, and he can do layups, and he can low key cross you over
He
too.
be blocking shit too.
Yeah,
He be blocking, bro.
he's an interesting talent. I don't know. The Celtics is somehow, some way they're gonna figure out how to get in that top six. 'Cause that's what I'm coming down to. I thought they wasn't gonna make it up there.
They got a good shot at it for sure.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how that's gonna play out. But that honestly was. I wanted to hear your take on that because that was crazy. I can't believe the Celtics is good. Mad about that, but it is what it is, man. No harm. You know what I'm saying?
You're mad about that.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right for right now. But young talent. Y'all seen that boy Ace Bailey?
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. That is my rookie of the year.
Rook. You got the rookie. You gonna give him the rookie award?
He
Yes.
sent him out to Charlotte, man.
I mean, unfortunately, they don't get a choice to where they want to go.
He is hooping though.
He wasn't too happy about being the Jazz. I think I had
I
seen
think he
too.
got back-to-back games with 20 plus, right?
Yeah. KD said he.
Yeah, he gave him the like the basically, hey man, you got it type shit. Like he was talking shit with him on the court. He was like, hey boy, you knew. He gave him his props after the game. So
I like Ace Bailey.
I think it sucks that he right because he's on the team. It's kind of like that whole scenario with Donovan Mitchell when he was on the Jazz. Honestly, now I'm not saying he could be maybe a Donovan Mitchell or maybe better. I don't know, but 20 points back to back. That's solid work, especially when you got a team like that. Who on that team? Yusuf Nurkic, I think, is on that team.
Yeah, Nurkic.
Oh, and Kevin Love.
Kessler.
Oh, and Walker Kessler. That's right.
Marketing.
I don't know, man.
They got a lot of height then. Shit.
I don't know if you could put it past also the rookie from Dallas, man. I know we didn't get to see much from him. He only had 10 points.
Cool.
Also played a limited minutes, but
Nah, but he balled.
That's a solid potential too, right there. He caught 1-2 in the air, caught
He
an
balled.
alley.
He balled. He caught that alley oop, and I liked how that kind of played out on us. And I think you mentioned at one point you had called me saying, "Hey man, look at this man like a young Nowitzki."
Yeah,
he was out there on that one leg type shit.
Post one leg.
Yeah,
it was like a young Dirk.
Hey, that's good. I mean,
disrespect to Dirk, the legend.
I still think Ace Bailey overall is just gonna be my rookie of the year, just because there's more pieces. I feel like that Dallas has on that team that might take away from the shine of Cooper Flag. Now, granted, Kyrie is out, so it's going to require him to score. But then they picked up D'Angelo Russell,
and they got Klay Thompson.
So I just don't know how much scoring he's really going to get in his rookie season as opposed to an Ace Bailey. All those people we mentioned, Walker Kessler, Laurie McKinnon, like they're not really like the scorers like that.
He got a shot. Yeah.
So Ace Bailey, I think, is going to really have that time to really. He might even break some records. I don't know, but I say a 40 piece might come out of him possibly.
Has that not been done yet?
Nah, I think it's been done because Donovan Mitchell's definitely set records over there.
Had that MVP season his rookie year. Ain't no way he dropped.
Oh, I don't know if he's going to break rookie records. I'm not sure about that now. I'm just talking about like for the Jazz organization, he might break some records maybe. He's got some pretty young talent over there. And a lot of these NBA stars out here, young talents are looking really good. I mean, we had homie from last year was a rookie, but now he's a sophomore, Kahleel Ware down in Miami.
Kahleel doing his thing.
However the fuck you say his name, Kel is what I'm calling him.
What you call him, Kel?
Kel, that's his name, damn it.
You said Jack Kel one time.
Man, Kel is his name, but homie's looking good. He dropped 29 points the other night.
29.
Yeah, 29 points is wild.
It is preseason, but Kel dropping 29.
And you want to know who he did that 29 on?
Who?
No other than Wemby.
Ooh, okay.
Now, yeah, we're going to probably talk about restricted minutes, yada, yada, but I don't give a fuck. Bro, you 7 foot, you grew 2 inches off season. I'm not letting no nigga that's tall to drop 29 on me.
Nah, he went crazy on that.
So that's
crazy.
That's crazy. I like Kel. He looking pretty nice. If he can play a significant role for Miami, he might go into that starting center position. Maybe put Bam at that 4, which is something that a lot of people would love to see because he obviously a little short for the center position.
Yeah.
So if
another second-year player too, that got hurt last season. But you remember Geramy came for the Sixers? He had a little run.
He got hurt again.
I know. But last year, he had a little run. He was giving like 20 points for like 10 straight games.
Man, what he needs to do is give some time to his body because I don't understand how you injured already.
Already, bro.
He has great talent.
Rookie too. Edgecombe?
Oh yeah, buddy is nice.
He
was hooping in the preseason games too. He actually tried to do a little dunk on Mitchell Robinson not too long ago. It didn't go in, but
he like Westbrook low key.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in VJ Edgecombe. Yeah, he's nasty. I'd like to see him in the dunk competition. Yeah. I like to see that. That'd be pretty nice.
Older, bro. He don't give up.
He keep going. Like
I like that play style.
I do like that. He's pretty good. Honestly, if the Sixers was healthy, like completely healthy, they would be deadly.
Yep.
Like extremely deadly. Tyrese Maxey's already showed that he's a scorer off rip, so he's gonna do what he can do. He should be the point guard of that team, and I hope he is already.
I like Tyrese.
VJ Edgecombe, whatever position he's playing, he's gonna be in the air, so it doesn't matter.
That's it.
So, and if you had a Joel Embiid that was healthy with a Paul George that was healthy,
that'd be a scary team for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary team.
There's
but
a lot of what ifs.
Unfortunately, we hear the ambulance, and that's how it is with them every time. So
Embiid is the first NBA player to have an ambulance on standby, right?
Standby.
Right. I think they have seats.
He works there for a while.
Sometimes I forget he was an MVP.
It's because he was crying so much.
Yeah.
Should have gone Jokic.
And then they changed the rule.
Should have gone Jokic, but I
You
mean,
say you cried like a bitch enough. We'll give it to you.
crazy thing, he ain't gonna get that shit ever back again.
Hell no.
But it's hard to get these repeats though. I mean, I don't even think Jokic honestly might get another one. I really don't think he could. I don't think so. He'd have to have an impeccable season, and for the Nuggets would have to have an impeccable
season though. It's Jokic, bro.
But then he would also not. But he
Again, I
averaged
asked the
triple double
question.
last season. He still came up short against SGA. So what more does he have to do?
Honestly,
And granted, he scored more when he averaged his triple double than he got his last MVPs.
He
And
just
still
needed
didn't
to do a little bit more than he did last season. That's it.
The other thing too,
He was
Nuggets,
right
if I'm
there.
not mistaken, were fifth or sixth,
Mhm.
whereas SGA was number one. As far as
That's
team
probably was.
ranking.
I think that's the only time you're gonna ever see Jokic be back in like winning it. Is they gonna have the Denver Nuggets back in that top 2
Yeah.
conversation.
But you can say the same for Giannis. Giannis, like if you look stat for stat, with
Man,
SGA,
don't even get me
Giannis
started with
number one.
Giannis.
Yeah,
He's his ass. Man,
He just needs to play enough games.
we ain't even. That's just crazy. Anyways, Miami, Kelaware, Norman Powell. I ain't talk about him. Norman Powell was hooping too. I'm always gonna show respect to him. You know, previous Jamaican team and whatnot. But we ain't gonna talk about Giannis though. We ain't gonna talk about Giannis. That's a little wild. Y'all. Anyways, y'all seen the new team that LeBron just signed to? Crazy.
Talking about Hennessy?
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to the hood, boy.
I told y'all.
We did that for the hood.
I told y'all. I
did
said.
that for
What did
people
I
out there
tell you?
struggling
I
and
said
stuff.
in the last episode, I'm like, yo, he's just gassing everybody. There's no way he's coming out on a separate platform just to
did say
say
that.
he's gonna. Oh, I'm gonna switch teams and go back to Cleveland. It don't make no sense. And then next day, Hennessy. That was so corny.
Yeah, that was pretty whack.
Like,
someone's suing.
yeah, I seen that.
He
They're suing him
persistent.
for the price of what he bought for the tickets.
It's like $800, and he's persistent about it. He said, if I can't serve him at his house, I'm gonna serve him at one of the games.
Yo, to be honest with
He
you,
is.
if you popping up on Bleacher Report and on ESPN for suing
That's
LeBron,
pretty spooky. I'm not gonna lie.
you might get some couple of followers from that shit.
I wouldn't want that myself.
Hey, well, make sure you you like and subscribe. All right. But yeah, let's move it on to your team over there. What you seen from the Warriors? They had a lot of ups and downs, but they 2-1 right now in the preseason, my
Yeah, they
boy.
lost that last game. It's the preseason though. They ain't have no Curry. They ain't have the battery in their back, so we can't expect much from them. But I like what I saw. I mean, Kahleel caught a poster, put somebody on the wallpaper real quick.
Facts.
That was dope. With his left hand, I don't know if you saw that pause.
I think he did a mid-hand switch, possibly. Did he?
Yeah, it was a mid-air
Mid-air switch. I said
mid-air
mid-hand.
switch, on a fast break. But that was dope. Al Horford, we saw what he could do out there.
Quentin Post.
Quentin Post,
I think he
you know,
put like
he's
20.
doing his job. He's doing his job out there, shooting
Yeah.
the shit out them threes.
I like that. I want to
That's what
see.
we
I
like to
really
see.
eager to see how Seth Curry and Steph Curry play on the team together. I mean, have they been on the team before?
Yeah,
back
back then,
before,
Warriors,
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't
but-
wear number 31 before though.
No, but there is a new Seth though, because when you look at it, there was a point where he led the league in 3-point percentage or 3 points made or something.
Yep.
So this is a different Seth, and I think this dynamic might be a little spooky. It might be one of those like peekaboos where you're like, is that Steph or Seth? I don't know. Guard.
Honestly,
Either way.
that might have been the reason why he picked up the number he picked up. Maybe it's some type of mind games. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
it's a little bit of
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if he literally like cut his hair and put the little goatee, try to look like Steph all the way. And
But
just
can you
come off the
imagine?
bench like Steph number 2. That's
Imagine
that's
that though.
that's some
Imagine.
crazy
You
shit.
think about it, like I'm guarding Curry and then the Curry switch. Like, yeah, you obviously know you're gonna make the switch, but they still both can shoot
Do
threes.
you switch defensively?
Yeah, like do I guard the better Curry, which obviously is gonna be Steph Curry, or
But then picking up Al Horford makes him so deadly too. Because when you got that,
I argued that.
Al Horford stepping out, man. Listen,
And he would run into that corner shot, so you get that all day.
Yo, facts, that
All
little
day.
weird
And
shot.
that's what I'm saying. And you got Quinn Post.
I didn't know he can shoot threes
Bro,
either.
you got a 3-point shooting phenomenal.
Is this the first time they've had a 3-point shooting big for the? But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we gonna take out DeMarcus Cousins because he didn't really get a
Kobe,
chance.
Zaza Pachulia,
Yeah.
not shooters.
Not
That's really the
shooters.
first time they really had a shooting big
That's
consistently like 1-2.
man. If I mean, honestly, if they was on the East, they'd be deadly.
Even Draymond is shooting the shit out that 3. Bro.
All right,
I
stop,
seen him airball some shit.
stop.
I mean, you know,
You
you
good?
gotta do one of those.
Yo, G,
Yeah,
yo,
you
your glasses?
He been practicing with Steph, bro. I've been seeing him. He's been doing his thing.
Practicing what?
Especially in the middle one, like
be
that
hot
middle
sometimes.
shot. That's his shot. All day. Yep, all day.
Yeah, all day
Jimmy.
air ball.
You got Jimmy, Draymond.
I did almost forget about Jimmy. Jimmy, I like Jimmy honestly. I like him better on the Warriors than I do on the Heat. He seemed like he needed to be around some like veterans, honestly, like other veterans like
looked
him.
comfortable
He
there.
he does look comfortable, and I feel like he's the only one on that team that really works in the mid range.
Yes.
I don't think anyone else on that team works in the mid range as
You
much
got
as he
Buddy
does.
Hills. Buddy Hills worked the
Nah, he's 3-pointer.
Nah, he shoots threes. I mean, he's a great 3-point shooter, but you got Buddy Hills. You got Pods.
They got that Batman and Robin thing going on
You got
too.
Pods coming in the mid.
Yeah, I
No,
like that.
I like what Golden State is doing, despite the fact they lost the last game. I think Lakers needed to get one. But
Do you think
Hey.
Kuminga makes the main roster? Because you remember last year, like, they weren't really playing him. Like, do you think they play him this year?
not if Quinn Post keeps shooting the ball like he's doing. Not if Quinn Post is going to throw 20 up on the board and Kuminga's going to throw 16. I
Yeah.
think you'd be a great six man off the bench. We move Gary Payne the second down to the 8th spot.
Yep. GP2.
Man, you love that GP too. I tell you that for sure. I mean, it was overall a great game. I liked it, but unfortunately, they did just get that first loss the other night against the Lakers. And Lakers, I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing I want to kind of point out about the Lakers, they are hooping. Luka didn't play, I don't believe, and LeBron obviously he's
No,
out.
that boy Austin
Sciatica.
Reeves was going down.
Austin Reeves, yeah, that man AR-15. I think that's what they're calling him. He was
He deserved
hooping.
it. He was hooping. Boy.
He's
He
definitely adding to that trade value.
No, he added to his bag too. Like he has layup packets now.
We
That's
had
pretty
Austin
smooth.
Reeves. I think he scored 21. Rui
got
had
Vincent stepping
16.
up.
Aiton had 14. Dalton Connect had 16. They had almost every starter in double digits.
Yeah.
That's ideally pretty good. Without a Luka and a LeBron, if they can somehow keep that chemistry up, still once again they in the West, but that's still when you got LeBron and Luka, that might put you pretty high up in the West. I think they finished third last season.
They had over 50 wins.
Yeah,
That was good.
I had over 50 wins, so shit, they might.
JJ Redick's first season with him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
They
impressive.
might actually take it pretty far. I mean, the only thing I'm seeing is that DeAndre Ayton did complain a little bit about the fact that he hasn't built any chemistry with Luka or with LeBron,
Seen him.
which is pretty important because that's the biggest thing they had an issue with last year. They had no big. I mean, Jackson Hayes, yeah, but they didn't have a big.
He said that on like in front of a microphone.
Yeah, I think in front of like
They said
one of the
I was
audience.
spoken to LeBron or Luka
Yeah.
all offseason.
All off season, yeah.
Hey,
Which I mean, granted, Luka's overseas though.
He's gonna be traded shortly, guys. So don't worry. He said said that in front of a microphone, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cameras was rolling. And
Oh,
everything.
for tons of them.
Yeah,
Microphones
LeBron
and
James
all.
is gonna go ahead and put that ticket in real quick. We're gonna get a new big man in
Yo,
that league.
facts. First season this year that he's gonna actually be out to open his season, LeBron, with that sciatica injury. So, which I don't know. Sciatica ain't shit to play with though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You gotta
That kind of shows your age a little bit when you get there. You got to really wait till that shit died the fuck
To be
now.
honest with you, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is LeBron James get out of jail free card right here. He ain't getting no damn injury. I'm gonna start needing paperwork from people when they claim to be injured.
Yeah, you ain't lying because then he gonna come back and they gonna be like, "Oh, LeBron James coming back after suffering from sciatica."
And shooting, and he's gonna be dunking from the free throw line.
The only person to ever do it.
No.
Yo, that ass. You
I'm
ain't
gonna see
lying.
paperwork. He went on LOA right now. He's
Yeah, I don't know. That would be wild. But I'm excited to see how the Warriors gonna look. Lakers look pretty nice too. But yeah, again, that DeAndre Ayton thing, that chemistry is a huge deal. You need to have chemistry, and especially if you're gonna be on the Western Conference, you're gonna be facing off of Jokic. You're gonna be facing off of Wemby. Like you need to have some chemistry with your team. So I don't know how that's gonna play a
I have a
role.
question for you.
What's that?
You think Luka could be MVP this season?
if he has a big year, yeah.
Again, though, that's going to play a role that they need to have a good winning season for the team because you really can't just be MVP and not have a winning season as a team.
Luka averages 30 plus. That's a winning season for the Lakers, and
I could see him
could win
because he's
MVP.
been the thing is with MVP, like he's been in the talks of MVP. He's been in the top 5 just as well as like even for example players like Jalen Brunson was in the top 10 for example. So like they're always in the talks. It's just a matter of like how well they perform individually and then where their team is too. And if the Lakers can do another 50 plus wins, it's close. But SGA is still SGA. He's still with the OKC team.
Yeah, same exact team.
Same exact team, same momentum. I mean, you still got Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's up in those talks always as well. Jokic, he's the only one that's probably going to be talking as far as up in MVP because he's going to get his triple doubles. I feel like that's he got back what's his name, Bruce Brown, just came back to the team. Aaron Gordon's on that team, and then on top of that, he's not the only big man now. They got Jonas Valanciunas over there, so that's going to ease him up from having to take a heavy role at the big man. So it's going to be hard for Luka to be up there. He's got to be more than 30, honestly. He might have to drop like 35 a game. Like, he might have to break some records for the Lakers in order for him to get MVP talk.
it's just gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be in comparison to the rest of the league. Whoever the next top performer is, Luka's gonna have to outmatch him.
Which is hard when you're in the
we see-
West.
What we see is just it's on average it's from 30 to 33 points a season is what it takes.
Yeah.
And Luka's capable of giving you a triple double.
The thing
I
with
think
Luka
Luka's
though,
like a skinnier Jokic, more consistent, healthier Jokic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
how
think
much does defense play a role at all when it comes to MVP?
I don't think
Does
it
it
does
play a
at
role at
all.
all? I'm just
I
curious.
don't think it plays.
So
I
you could
think the
be
team.
asset defense and still win MVP.
I think the team success matters more. Yeah, because Steph Curry won an MVP.
In season MVP?
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, so yeah, he
and
doesn't have
and
good,
he had
but
no
he's a good.
ankles.
But at one point in
That's a
time,
good
Steph
point.
Curry.
He has no
I
ankles.
do think team success may
Yeah.
overshadow that defensive player of the year
Mm.
unless you're a Giannis and you're getting DPO a lot. Not
Okay.
to name Giannis, but like let's say you're 1B for example, you
Yeah.
get DPO
But
a
Steph
lot.
Curry did at one point in that time when he won his MVP. He did have good defense.
No, I mean
He wasn't ass at it, but I get your point. I see what you're saying
But
though.
then
He's
he
not known
also-
for
He
defense.
also didn't make up for it on the turnovers. He also led in turnovers. I'm sure top
That's
5
true.
in turnovers. So,
But he
I
also
think-
did change the game with 3-point shooting too.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of there's a lot. I see what you're saying. There's a lot of variables. A lot of
yeah.
variables for sure. But now we gotta talk about him. This Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever. Yeah, you know he recently just did decide that he's gonna stay with the Bucks. I just actually
he
heard
decided he's gonna continue his ownership with the Bucks.
pretty much.
You heard they just got his other brother.
he got his
Yeah,
own
man.
brother.
That's what I was
He
about
is
to
not a
say.
player.
That's-
He's not a partner anymore. That man is an owner.
Look,
of
I
the
was looking a little bit
organization.
into it, and I think it's a little interesting because you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as the owner is trying to bring in all these people to essentially keep Giannis happy, or you can look at it as, hey, look, like you've been with us for a very long time, and we want to show him value that we respect you, we respect your family, bring him in, kind of deal. It's a couple
Or
different ways.
C, they think that this kid can turn out to be Giannis 2.0.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, so then the other ones are bullshit.
Well, honestly, has Alex came to the league before? Because I know Kostas was in the league, but I don't think Alex's was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was with the Bucks G League team. So he
Mm.
was technically signed, but he was signed to the G League.
Now he's on that two-way deal, so now he'll be playing. I mean, if he's good, that'd be interesting. If he imagine if he come out hooping and then you see the two tons of whatever bros coming out. Pause.
The Bucks have been hooping too. Bucks been hooping as of lately.
So, yeah, Miles Turner dropped 19 points the other night. Giannis came out a little bit too as well, and he also dropped some points. I didn't restrict the minutes again, but it was the first time he came back and balled in the preseason, so that was pretty nice to see. I want to see a little bit more from Miles Turner, honestly. If he's able to do what he did, he went 5 for 8 at 3-point line, and he also went 5 for 8 field goals. So I'm assuming he shot all 3-pointers, obviously. And
He don't want to shoot nothing else.
I don't know, is he gonna be able to do that the whole season?
Five a game.
And who's a guard?
Kevin Porter Jr.
Who?
KPJ.
Yeah, okay.
That's my nigga.
I don't know about that one, man.
KPJ. And then Gary Trent Jr.
You know him personally?
That's my nigga.
I guess you don't know him then, because I don't know how he a point guard. He plays shooting guard, man. Stop it. He is a 2. He is not no 1.
And we want to get Westbrook.
So first it was Westbrook to the Pacers. Now we thinking Westbrook to the Bucks.
Westbrook a whole filler.
He.
That boy said Westbrook is a whole filler.
All right. So with that being said, Westbrook to the Bucks might be a better option than Westbrook to the Indiana Pacers. I would agree with you on that, but there's no 3-point shooting there besides Miles Turner. Oh, I know you did not just mention Kyle Kuzma.
He rocking the baldy right now. I might be a bald Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, and he not low too. He got a tan done, but his baldy's white. His baldy's his actual color.
Hey, Kuzma was
Yo.
putting up 0 across the board in the playoff games. Like, no stats at all.
Did
Yeah,
he?
I
Did he even score his last game?
He was the first player ever to play
And not
so
put
many
no
minutes
stats.
with no stats on the
Like,
board.
0 for like.
Did he
30
play last
minutes.
preseason game? Because if he ain't put nothing up that preseason game, I'm thinking that we need to move on.
He hooped last he played last preseason game, but
Oh, he played.
Yeah,
my
he
my
played.
question is now, did he ball?
Nah, he ain't ball.
nah, I don't think he was looking.
What was that organization thinking? That's one of the reasons why Giannis was pissed off, because they got rid of Drew Holiday. That was his boy. They ain't say nothing about that. They picked up Dame. They ain't say nothing about that. Then they picked up or they dropped Miles or picked up Miles Turner, and they ain't say shit about that neither.
That's why they made up for it and picked up his little brother on a 2-way deal.
Nothing but a glorified cheerleader.
Yeah, no, it's just that's.
I don't know much about
Alex.
Alex.
Trade Drew for Dame?
Trade Drew for Dame?
Hey.
Nah, I don't have anything. I don't have anything against the trade. More so is like that's your star player. I feel like you
turned out
might
to
want
be
to.
bad too because Dame got hurt. So,
Yeah, he got
I mean,
hurt.
I know you couldn't have called that out, whatever in advance.
And
but
realistically, it wasn't really working. Even when they were healthy, it wasn't working. Maybe if they would have got Dame
Never even looked good.
younger, but If you want someone to like hoop with Giannis right now, Giannis is gonna give you his buckets. He shows night over night. He's gonna get you his 30 points. That's what he's gonna do. He needs to have an elite guard,
Yeah,
a young elite guard at that.
Yeah, he needs some help on that.
If you get on a young, like let's say for example, if you were to put like a SGA or a Tyrese Halliburton or
a Tyrese
shit,
Maxey.
honestly, maybe potentially, maybe even a John Morant, you might get something more out of that
That'd be
than
a
a.
scary sight.
You see my point? Now, if Ja could shoot a little bit better, that would be
If
even.
Giannis could
You
just
know what I'm
pass
saying? You
too,
get up there.
If Giannis could pass and throw some alley oops too,
I mean, a fast paced offense.
That's a dynamic offense right there. So I feel
Ja's
like
not going nowhere.
that's what they're gonna need to do. They're gonna have to really bring it all together and figure out if this is gonna be a solid win season for them. I mean, they're 3-0 in the preseason, but again, it is preseason. Are they gonna replicate that in the season?
We gotta see, man.
I
We
don't,
gotta see.
I don't really know about that.
I don't trust Doc Rivers.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Damn, I
That's a
keep
fact.
forgetting Doc Rivers is that coach. I feel like all I could think about is Giannis when I think about Milwaukee, so I don't really think about
Any
Doc being
coach
coach.
that's ever got traded, I'm not. I
Yeah.
can't trust him.
I
That's
think
not normal for a coach to just
Yeah,
get traded.
he was. I
Did he
think
get traded? I thought he got fired and got picked
No,
up.
He
What?
went from Boston to the Clippers.
He
He,
was.
got traded.
He was
bro.
like. He was like. He was also. Yeah. He was combining the player trade.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Like
And he
that.
also did sneak into the Bucks organization at kind of low key,
bro.
because he was like the what was he the assigned coach or something or like
was a
Remember,
locker room coach.
he was an announcer with Doris Burke. Doc Rivers.
that's right. He was like on commentating. Yeah, he was
and AJ
commentating.
Griffin or Green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Bro, Bucks were number 2 in the East. AJ Green was just announced All-Star Game head coach, and then Doc came in and he got to take over All-Star Game head coach from the other brother's success. I don't trust no brother. Doc a snake.
Yo, that's funny. Doc did some snake shit. I didn't even know about that drama.
Damn.
Doc a snake.
That's
bro.
funny.
I can't trust no brother that get traded for a draft pick.
Dang. So hold up. It sounds like you know some juicy stories about Doc Rivers. Ain't
Yeah, I don't, anything related to the Celtics, even history-wise, man.
he did win a team. He did win a chip for your team.
He did, but
That was the only one he got.
the
Only one.
He had a
And
lot
he
of
had,
chances too.
and he had an all-star of a team.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Too
Man,
much
Doc
talent to
Rivers.
not win.
That he did. That he
He
did.
almost didn't win that. The Lakers were giving him a hard time.
Bro, last time they asked me if Doc Rivers was gonna go into the Hall of Fame. Bro.
Yeah.
For what? For
I
what?
feel like you got to put him in the Hall of Fame. Just
For what?
I don't think he deserves it. But with how easy it is
Oh.
to get into the Hall of Fame, I can see them putting him in.
Why?
He's saying because it's easy to get in for coaches, but
There isn't really a clear expectation for what gets you in the Hall of Fame. So let me ask you this real quick. Let me reverse from Doc Rivers. Should Derrick Rose be in the Hall of Fame?
yeah,
What has Derrick Rose done?
he's the first player ever to get MVP his rookie year. That's tough.
He wasn't a rookie. He was 3 years in.
No, it was his rookie year.
3 years in. He
No.
was the youngest.
He
to
was
win
the
MVP.
youngest. You're right. He was the
So he
youngest.
was the youngest to win MVP. But what else has he done beside that?
I think that within itself deserves him to be in the Hall of Fame.
So he got 1 MVP. Doc Rivers got 1 chip. So what separates Derrick Rose from getting into the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame?
but the thing
Well,
about
Doc-
that,
Doc Rivers had
you
better-
can't compare that
Well,
because
Doc
a
Rivers
coach,
had a better team.
a coach isn't out there playing
No,
with
but
the team.
Doc Rivers had better teams.
Yeah,
Doc Rivers, I mean, he coached. You can go all the way back to, wasn't he part of that OKC organization?
Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
I don't
he
believe.
played. We did do the Clippers.
Doc Rivers won Coach of the Year before.
Was it
Yeah,
that
but
year?
the coach of the year is just the same as what you're saying when it comes to Hall of Fame. Coach of the because Monty Williams also won Coach of the Year, and we all saw what happened with him when he went on to Detroit the next
But I
season
asked
after.
that question because I personally feel, and not that he deserves it, I could see Derrick Rose being snubbed from the Hall of Fame and Doc Rivers getting it. And I don't think Doc Rivers deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than Derrick Rose. I just
Can you be in the Hall of Fame if you're an active coach?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
did it for active players.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
They
just
did it for-
I think
curious.
it's a little bit of different guidelines too, because technically, if you go to the commentating,
At this point, I feel like there's always a guideline within a guideline. At this point, everything is pretty much scripted at that point.
especially with Adam Silver, bro, he let anything slide.
Yeah,
way
man.
more.
We gonna get into NBA scandals and all that at another time. Right now, I want to talk a little bit about this elite defense. I heard something earlier this week that someone told me that Jonathan Isaac, y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Josh Hart, by the way. They're saying that Josh Hart, Jonathan Isaac, who y'all think is a more elite defender? I'm a little biased. I'm gonna go with Josh Hart, but what you thinking? You taking Josh Hart over
I take
Ji
Josh-
or
I take-
Ji over Josh Hart?
I take Josh Hart only because of his heart. No pun intended. But he showed phenomenal heart. He hustles on both sides of the
All injury aside, by the way, because I know Jonathan Isaac had injuries and shit like
Well,
that.
Josh Hart got injured too recently.
True, and he played through that shit.
Yeah. So I mean, he's out right now.
But it was curious because I did see Jonathan Isaac play a little bit for the Magic, and I don't know if I can really compare him to a Josh Hart just to the role that he plays for the New York Knicks and the role that maybe that Jonathan Isaac plays. I think honestly Jonathan Isaac's a bust in my opinion, but
Yeah, his role is very minimal. When you look at expectations from draft up until this point, expectations were much higher for Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac underdelivered. Josh Hart had much lower expectations and exceeded in every category. From the Lakers to the Pelicans to now the Knicks. Josh Hart has been a consistent, similar to a Mikal Bridges, like someone that you can depend on at all times. And to back that, I can't see myself, even injuries aside, I can't see myself taking someone that underperforms. Like Jonathan Isaac may give you a glimpse of what he can be defensively, but Josh
Okay.
Hart is consistently, he's the one that's diving at those loose balls. He contributed from a steal, from a block, from an opportunity where you now get a fast break. He's the one you can depend on going into every game to pick up the best defender. A lot of times it's not Jalen Brunson guarding the best defender. It may be an OG or Mikal, and then Josh Hart's next to line before Jalen Brunson. You can't say the same about Jonathan Isaac.
yeah, that's true.
Jonathan Isaac is
So he just needs to. He's just not playing a significant role on that team just yet for him to really excel in a sense. So I'll give you that, but I still think overall, yeah, Josh Hart is gonna be the better ball player. If only he can shoot threes, man. Josh Hart, in my opinion, I just thought of as kind of like a Westbrook, just maybe just not as much scoring,
Less turnovers.
I can see
less
that.
turnovers. Yeah.
He also understands his role better than Westbrook.
Could you imagine if Westbrook understood that? Man, so y'all talked a little bit about that Hall of Fame. And G, you had a question earlier this week about if a player was going to the Hall of Fame right now, Luka, would he be, deserving to be in the Hall of Fame given his career? That was a wild question, so I thought I'd figure out, I ask you that. But Damien, we got you here too, so I would open floor. You think Luka is deserving of like saying
His
he's
career ended right now.
If Luka's career ended right now,
Yeah.
Right now.
it's a hot take, but I think Luka deserved to be in the MVP more than Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had a better career for sure.
Oh for sure.
Up until this point, I put Luka first ballot.
He's had better seasons, yeah.
For sure, I agree. Luka
Okay.
Luka would be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Okay. All right. That's a quick one. I just wanted to get your takes on that really. And then a little last one, a couple games that we did have. I don't know if y'all seen that Wizards and Raptors game. I caught a peep of it a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Sard hit
Yeah, he hit the game winner. Actually,
I don't even know if that was the
what's his
game
name?
winner. It was like a
Olivier
layup.
Sarr or something. I believe his name was.
His brother.
Yeah, over on the Raptors, hit the game winner. It was a crazy game. It was like 5 seconds left and 2 lead changes.
Yeah.
It was Wizards was up and then Raptors
There
ended up
was
taking
no
it.
defense in that game. I think it was like 115 to 113 or something like that.
Yo, it's got to be. I'm sure when he gets home, he's gonna be bragging. But the crazy thing was that I at one point was watching another game. I looked over. They were celebrating as if they just won a chip.
Yeah, they did something pretty crazy.
Yo, I'm like, yo, what's up? What is this?
Like I said, and it was a layup too. Like he had to make that shot.
Yo, I don't know what that was about, but hey, you gotta appreciate the enthusiasm. A young team, I guess, gotta celebrate the wins, but maybe tone down the celebration a bit there. But I do want to dive in a little bit because we talked a lot bit about basketball, guys. Obviously, I want to talk a lot about culture too. I did hear a little bit something. What y'all thinking right now? All these kids. Y'all remember back in the day when we was kids, how things was like. We had to be strong. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, like my mom was on me on certain shit. And my mom's a teacher, and she was telling me a lot of these crazy ass things going on with these students nowadays. They got this procedure they have to do, a safety procedure with specifically kids that are a little like autistic, that they actually have to like hold them down and like make sure they're braced because these kids are biting. Like, yo, how y'all feeling about that? That's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not gonna like this, but they're not paying enough for teachers to be teaching out there. They're gonna have to leave that thing to the correctional facility. I'll be honest with you.
Hazard pay.
I think teachers, if they don't get an increase in pay for dealing with stuff like that. I mean, back in the day, just raising your voice at your teacher get you a week of ass whooping. You'd be laying on rice
Yo,
for
facts.
3.5 days. You'd have no light, and all you would drink is water.
So that makes you wonder then, y'all think it's like what is it? Like, what's the problem? Because, I mean, like you said, like when we was kids, we couldn't do that shit.
Some kids are coming out with legit problems. Some of it has to do with parenting at home. I think I think there's a gap, whether it's, kids not getting the time to spend with both parents to get the right development, or, kids just being in the wrong environment at an early age. Because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't the best kid, but I ain't spit at no teacher.
Yo.
There was like a line that we
Bro, she told me some kid picked up a chair and threw it in the classroom, like swung it around 360 type shit and just flung it.
Again, you are dealing with kids with some sort of disability.
Oh no, this class wasn't. This was a normal
This was
class.
normal?
Sorry, I shouldn't say this was. They weren't on the spectrum.
Obviously, they weren't normal. They were spinning chairs like that. But
Yo, tell me
I
that's
mean,
it's a war
yeah.
zone out this bitch.
I think we just gotta pay them more so they, you can have teachers that come in and care a little more. Otherwise, you'd have a lot of people in distress.
Man, we got problems all over the place. We got problems in the schools right now. We got problems right now in our government. You seen the government shutdown? We obviously still in a government shutdown, if I'm not mistaken.
There we are.
Yeah, I don't know what that means though.
So-
And my money's still coming in on Fridays.
Yo, money's still going in for us. Essentially, if you're not a government employee, but like
If you don't go to
airport,
the airport, good luck.
essentially put it this way: TSA employees, they're the ones that guard our borders, I guess you could say in a sense. And if they don't get their pay, they're not able to show up to work. If they're not able to show up to work, planes either gonna be delayed or people just gonna be able to come through.
In short, basically what the government
Yeah.
shutdown is, it's essentially federal workers not having a budget. That's essentially what
So, like,
The
military
one thing that
workers-
he highlighted was TSA, and shout out to my military workers and law enforcement, everybody on first responders. But you did mention TSA, and I'm not, I don't want to be the one to say it. Don't shoot the messenger. But hey, man, this is karma. This is karma for all the mourners, man. All them attitudes and shit. I was tired of it, bro. I petitioned for this, bro. I'm be honest with you. I was one of the people that said we gotta stop paying these motherfuckers. I'm sick and tired of going to the airport at 8 o'clock in the morning and have to deal with an upset TSA agent. You don't
Nah,
like
that's
your
a
job,
fact.
quit, bro.
That's valid. That's
So
valid.
you know what? Hold off on their pay, bro. We having a lockdown on TSA. Everybody else, I hope y'all get paid.
them boys in a CBA right now.
Hey, but he's got a valid point though. He's got a valid point because I know when you become a TSA, like it ain't no like easy work. Like you got to go through all kinds of like security clearances and on top of that certifications. So I get it.
They don't go
That's
through no
hard.
customer service certification.
But I'm gonna get to that. My point being is like if you did at that job, you went through all that, like yo, put on a fucking smile. You know what I'm saying? You
fuck
gotta
you
have some
acting like a
type of
correctional
customer
officer,
service. You know what I'm saying? Like people traveling coming into your state, wherever the fuck you're at. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you gotta have conversation, but be a little bit nicer. I get you gotta repeat yourself, but at the end of the day, you the one that signed up for this. You the one that went and put them hours in for certification.
they should get written up for every time they throw attitude.
They probably get reported, but I
If
mean,
they don't have a smile on their face
they
when
don't
we
seem
pass
like
it through.
they need that Disney type of customer service.
That's our taxes paying for that, isn't it? I need everywhere.
Well,
my
remember we
taxes
just
is
talked to them about they're not getting paid for that.
Well, that's fine because they weren't acting right. They need to
Hey,
act right.
be that as it may, I don't know. A lot of companies, a lot of businesses, or essentially federal businesses, are having issues with their military paychecks. Obviously, can't continue and such of that matter. And then a little bit, I also heard too. Recently, them Jeffrey Epstein files is possibly going to be petitioned to be released.
Man, them shits is watered down at this point. They ain't no Jeffrey files. By the time that shit comes out, bro, there's gonna be 17 people on the list. There's gonna be 17 people we don't know. It's over.
All I know is every time they mention Jeffrey Epstein files, everything starts to shift. I swear,
It's always-
bodies just start to
it's
pop
always
up
been
or
this way. Like
some shit.
if the person who committed the crime is not alive to tell the story, then what's on paper may not be right.
That's a fact. Move
Quite
on.
frankly.
So you think you just move on, basically?
I think they're gonna move on from it for sure.
Yeah. I don't remember how long it's been since this whole Epstein shit has popped up, but I
It's
mean,
been like 4 years.
I
Bro.
was gonna say like 2019, 2020.
I'm
damn.
not
So
gonna lie.
COVID time,
Like,
basically.
Trump actually Trump was
It
in
his
office.
first term, yep.
He
It
was
his
in
first term.
office when he got locked up. And
Guys,
he came back
damn.
to him. dying.
Yo, that's wild, dog. I don't know. It's crazy shit going on in this world we got going on right now, but it's just wild. I mean, we talked a little bit earlier. We were saying something about like sports and like how shit is scripted sometimes like that. Well, how y'all feel about this sports betting? I don't personally bet because I feel like
I don't bet either, honestly.
I feel like
my boy right here be putting some
I
money
can't. Actually, matter of fact, yeah.
parlays.
Like, what you feel that sports betting plays a role into like how sports are now? Like, you feel like there's any type of hidden agenda essentially to
He
that?
did this affecting basketball.
Like, do you think? Because actually, I seen a video today. It was a preseason game with Paolo. I think they were playing against the Heat, and a fan was talking about, "Hey, yo, I need this to be on my over. I don't really get it, but I need this to go on my over and whatnot." And he was like, "Yo, really? Like, yo, it's preseason. They do that on a regular season. They be getting that players like that."
So I'm gonna look in the camera when I speak. Sports betting definitely is ruining professional sports and not just basketball. And the reason that is ruining it is because for something as little as a points per game or points scored in that one game or yards gained in that game as a football player's aspect, one individual player is incentivized to either exceed or go below that specific metric. But when you have someone incentivized to go either above or below that metric, you now put something as a wager, whether it's for that person or someone that person cares about indirectly, to get a payout or to get paid some sort of money. On top of that, you have money lines. You have these where you can pick a team to win. That also affects the game because now you have referees. You saw there was a referee that came out and said I used to bet myself while
Hmm.
playing.
And
So,
fix the games, yeah.
I mean,
so
at some
you
point,
have
you're
these
probably gonna need it.
different essentially these different opportunities for people to turn a game from a watching experience
Yeah, just
to a profit.
a good watching entertainment from like one good ball player, good ball club, but another ball club to just hoop.
Yep. And that's how you mess the game up because it's no longer when as kids we might have been in the backyard playing.
Hmm.
You know how different it is when you're in the backyard playing and someone comes up and says, "I got 20 on him to win." The energy of the game changes.
Yeah,
It's now more incentivized
yeah,
and
that's
not in a
true.
healthy way.
It just makes me kind of wonder now, like if players like, because there was that one player, what's his name? I can't remember, but I remember he was a brother of Michael Porter Jr.
Yep.
He had,
Jonte Porter.
he
He should
had
have time
got
for that.
he got in trouble. He actually got banned from the league because he was betting. I believe I don't think it was on himself or was it
No,
on
he bet on
himself?
himself.
Yeah, he was betting on himself with
Terry
over and
Rozier got a
unders.
case open right now.
See, it's like
But
things
he's
like
doing time though.
Yeah, the Porter brother,
Yeah,
he
the
got
Porter-
like 4 years or something.
The Porter brother doing some time.
like he's in jail or prison.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you go to
Damn.
prison for that.
I mean, I figured you do some type of time, but I wasn't sure if it was jail or prison.
Hey, free Glenn, free Big Baby Davis
I
too.
bet you he's still banned from in there too.
But that's crazy though. It's like shit like that. Like you got, and you know these young cats coming in here. Yeah, I could say young cat because I'm at that age, but you know these kids coming in here now, and they got that mindset to get money to do certain things a quick way, possibly. What's to stop some of this young talent to come into the league to start putting their money on themselves or maybe another
I
player?
think that what is it, NIL deal? That NIL deal. That stopped them from betting on themselves. If they
Shit,
coming in with the
that
bag,
money's only good for 4 years.
Think
but they
about it.
coming in with the bag. They coming in, some of them coming in with 20 mil, 40 mil to the league. Like they're
Think
looking
about
at that rookie contract like I don't even need it.
You got a chance to tell your man's like, yo, this game take under my 15 points.
But that's not. Yeah. On that extent, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
That's
You know what I'm
what
saying?
they've been doing.
But what difference does that make from a fan or a person or a
And
medical staff watching somebody get hurt or knowing
that's true.
Jason Tatum is about to get hurt
That's
because
true.
we know how his progress is.
But it also does play a factor. I mean, obviously, gambling at your own, at your own leisure. That's up to you. But that also plays a role with like any player. Like let's say, for example, I think at one point I seen KD was playing on the court, and a Texas fan was talking to him about the Texas game because he was betting on the Texas game. Not KD, but the fan was. So like imagine you a player, you bet on the game like a college football game or some shit, and you hear your fan talking about, "Oh, I'm down." Like now their mentality probably went down. Like it's small things. I can't imagine they doing that because they're making millions of dollars.
In
But
another extent, you could also go as far as to say, what if I know that my boy put 500,000 on me either going under or over?
That's true.
On his own.
That's a valid
On
point.
his own. He did it on his own like command. He came up to me and told me, "Yo, I bet it on you under today."
Yep.
How
Man,
much you bet?
That's
500K.
500K.
Am I gonna let my mans lose the
Nah.
500K? So you know what I mean. There's a lot of discrepancy here.
That's true.
Law's cousin bet all his money on his savings.
valid. That's valid.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Malik Beasley was just under investigation for too.
Damn, him too.
Yep.
Shit.
They let him
Because
go though.
he hasn't resigned nowhere yet.
Yeah, he's still a free agent.
They ain't want. They
Really?
want to pick him
I
up.
think so.
They ain't
Shit,
wanna
if they pick him up, I would like that honestly. That boy can shoot. He can shoot threes really well. So I definitely like that.
FBI was looking at him too.
Yeah.
Betting ain't no joke,
Yeah,
man.
Knicks better pick him up before the FBI put that contract in.
Yeah.
The affidavit in.
Affidavit, bro. No contract, straight affidavit, man.
Yo, but speaking of like pickups, you was telling me a little about the thing that Drake's coming out with something new.
Yeah,
Tell me
man.
about that. What's up with that?
Drake got an album planning to drop. You heard any of Drake's new singles?
Yeah, I've been up on it. Yeah.
He got a new project.
That
supposed to
one
drop
might
this
chart.
year.
That one may chart, but didn't chart for that first week.
Hey, he supposed to be this month actually because it's his birthday month. So he said he's supposed to be dropping. So I wanted to ask you like, what are you expecting from a new? This is his first like solo project since the Kendrick beat.
Yeah.
Like, what are you expecting from a Drake album?
Nah, Drake about to go off on this album per usual, but more than ever, I think. I expect what everybody else expects. I don't think anybody's crazy to think that Drake's about to, jump on some crazy beats, pause, and do some shit. Is he gonna throw shots at Kendrick?
That's my next question.
Is he gonna throw shots at Kendrick? They're gonna be some subliminals for sure.
Because didn't he
Drake's
technically
never
throw
lacked
shots in the Super Bowl? Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick was going.
No, Kendrick just kept running it back. He just kept
okay.
playing it back, the same track that he did.
Okay.
Or the tracks that he did. But as far as with Drake, yeah, I think he's known for that. He's the subliminal king. He probably say some shit's gonna go over our head. We might catch it in 6 months. And
Right.
like, oh shit, he was talking about this. It's just
Academic
Drake.
said he heard it and he said it's a classic. Drake's new album.
Yeah, but Academic be just riding it. Pause. Yeah, I shout out to Academics, but he be riding Drake's.
Because after the Pusha T beef, Drake came out with the shit that had was it Scorpion? The shit that had montage.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and that was right after the Pusha T beef. So
I think he's gonna come in stronger though. Pause this time around.
yeah, you have to. Because
You have
remember he got the whole lawsuit shit with the label. He got he had the Party Next Door collab album not too long ago, but he ain't dropped nothing individual yet. So I'm eager to see. There's got to be a statement project.
This might be a rap album for the most part.
That's what you.
This might be a
I'm more so trying to figure out like what type of album it's gonna be. Like, is he gonna have a lot of features, or is it gonna be just strictly him? And then if he does features, is it gonna be like a lot of people are doing a mixture of like Afro beats and like a hot one now. Like Big X just recently did that whole Texas thing,
He did
the whole West country.
Country, yeah.
So is Drake gonna do something like that? I don't know. Shit.
I mean, if he decides to do it, everything that he puts on paper or on that note has to be bars.
Yeah. So I'm curious what route he gonna go.
I don't want to hear not one high pitch Drake. I don't want to hear not
No,
one.
no take care
No,
of
No slow songs.
no in the rain outside by the window. No Kiki, do you love me? None of that. We're gonna come in straight shooting, like the locks.
You kind of have to because
Yeah, bro.
that beef with Kendrick is.
I would honestly, he got 21 Savage over there. I would have hired the locks too. I would have flew them out, and we would have been in the studio
the
cooking.
industry was like, Damien, everyone was turning on Drake. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure there would have been some good writers out there that would have stuck around for Drake for sure.
good writers is crazy.
I'm just curious. I'm more of a. I'm glad you asked.
Everybody got writers now, you know what I mean?
Writers is crazy. Like, yo, you said that's just smooth. We said, I'm pretty sure there's some good writers that would stuck with.
Yo.
Bro, it's normal now, bro. It's normal now, bro.
Drake with the ghost writers, man.
Hey, but
It's like you don't do a movie without writers, bro. You can't do a
that's
song
right.
without writers.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. But I mean, outside of that, man, I mean, that's all I really have for you. I mean, I appreciate you, Damien, being on this episode. We do hope to, have you in the future too as well.
The pod without talking about my boy Tracksuit though. Where you get that from, bro? They ain't had that at the back.
You know what? I just peeped and said True Religion on there. I'm broke, so I ain't got it like that. But
I'm broke
Damn,
too.
bro.
I'm rich as a spirit.
That shit. Rich as a spirit is crazy. That's a fire Tracksuit, my boy.
Appreciate it.
Oh, welcome to the pod.
yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Absolutely.